All right, ladies, here is your stretching routine. Hold each of these stretches for 30 seconds, starting with a narrow stance, hamstring stretch, like you see here, then walking into a wide stance, hamstring stretch. One of my favorites, you'll feel it in the back of your legs, your inner thighs, and your lower back. You're going to hold it in the middle for 30 seconds, walk it over to the side and hold it there for 30 seconds, and then walk it over to the opposite side and do the same thing. Roll it up nice and slow, and then we'll go into a quad stretch. You're going to pull your heel up to your hip and just make sure that your knees are buddies and that they're hanging out beside each other, lined up right next to each other. 30 seconds on each side. Then we're going to come down to the floor for a hip flexor stretch. So we're stretching the front of the hip there where I was just rubbing. You're going to push your hips forward and down into the ground to get that stretch in the front. From there, we can pull our arm across our chest to stretch out our shoulders and our upper back. Hold for 30 seconds and do the opposite side. And then going into the chest, you can grab your hands behind your back, pull your shoulder blades together and down, and look up. If you desire, you can gently let your head fall to the left and to the right and just loosen out the sides of your neck as well. Few shoulder rolls to loosen everything up, and then here's where I've added some of the foam rolling in. So you can start by rolling your quads, come down to the ground, roll up and down until you find a tender spot. And once you find a tender spot, sit on it for about 30 seconds and see if you can get it to relax. Whether it relaxes or not, after the 30-second hold, you can roll it out like I am here, all the way to the top, all the way to the top of the knee and the bottom of the hip. You can turn your hips to the side to make sure that you get the side of your quad as well and your IT band and loosen everything up. From there, we're going to go into the glutes. So raise one ankle up onto your knee and then twist over onto the raised leg hip so that just that hip is touching the roller. And you got about 5 or 6 inches there. You can roll up and down, find the tender spots again, sit on them for 30 seconds, and then roll them out. From there, we're going to go into the hip flexor. So just right at the top where I pointed out, just that little area, you can roll side to side for this one. And up and down, just a few inches. It's just a small area. These can be very tight, so this may not be pleasant, but just bear through it. Maybe pick a less aggressive roller than I have and start with that. Lastly, place the roller just underneath your shoulder blades, take your hands behind your head, support your neck, and just let your upper back gently arch across the roller. It'll stretch out your abs, stretch out your chest, and help your spine. Keep your hips on the floor. Done.